Welcome to my shop. I'm Mike and I appreciate you stopping by. In my last video, if you watched, I've been doing a wall-mounted ironing board. Now, the only thing I have left to do is the doors, and the rain's supposed to be coming. It's raining in Ventura right now, so it won't be long before it gets into LA Basin. So, I thought I'd make a few quick cuts for the doors, so if it does start raining, I can bring everything in and still have something to do on this rainy day. So let's get with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Freud tongue and groove set for the door panels. I'm going to make the doors I think 2.5 inches wide, the poplar, and then a panel inside. Although I don't know. When I wrote this, drew this thing up, I had it 7 inches thick. And when I put it together, I noticed that that's way too thick and bulky and clubby looking. So I brought it back down to 4 inches. I think it looks a little better, a little more sleek. So I'm going to do that. And after I get the door cut, then I will use my coping sled to tongue the rails. And I think that about covers it. Won't be too much to do on this video. Just cut the door stiles and rails, and use the router table, and the door should be together. Let's get on and see how it goes. All right. First time I've ever looked at this. It's I bought it years ago for 80 bucks and I didn't use it, so I thought, well, that's a lot of money to be sitting around doing nothing, so I thought I'd put it to work. I will put a groove down the rails and stiles, and I will tongue the rails. So let's set this router table up and get on it. I think that's gonna work out about right. I think that's close enough for government work. hinge on here to open and close it because I had it. And right now I'm using my centering drill bit to do the holes. And then I'm using my old Makita. I've had this sucker 30 years. I bought it in 1987. And it's worked a lot. It was a work tool, you know, so Makita must be pretty good. And what I'm doing is, this little Makita's got like a dead battery in it, so I don't strip, you know, it's really easy to strip these brass or break these brass screws. So I've got this old half-dead battery that's going to help me along, but not break a screw, hopefully. I should be doing this by hand, but when you got bad hands, this sure helps. Alright, I got through without breaking a screw. This is winding up. Almost done. Oh, that means I got to iron. Yuck. Wait a minute. Okay, YouTube, I guess that about wraps it up for this wall-mounted ironing board, except for mounting it on the wall and then ironing. But I put the mounting blocks in all four corners, and everything's done except plugging in the iron. Now the way this works is I've sandwiched two boards here, glued them and screwed them for support. Then the iron will come out, and the iron will slide right in there, simple dimple, and it should be ready for the steam. The project fought me all, well, I shouldn't say that. It wasn't the project's fault. I fought myself all the way on this thing, and boy, when I fight myself, I lose every time. And usually when I fight myself, I thought and I didn't think. And one of the things was this Freud tongue and groove set. Now let me say right off the bat, this thing's good. I mean, it cuts like butter. It's really good. But I thought that it left a 1/4 inch groove. And so I measured everything with, you know, 14 inches and a 1/4 on each side is a half and blah, blah, blah. And I looked at it later and I said, gee, that groove looks kind of deep. I hope it's not 3/8 of an inch deep. And it wasn't. It was 4/8 of an inch. It was a 1/2 inch deep. So I needed to add a whole inch. I didn't. So there I had to run down to Lowe's, spend $11 for a mistake, come on back, redo it, got it done. Started painting it. Bought 2 cans of spray paint. Sure as heck, this soaked it up like a sponge, and off to Lowe's I went again. So it wasn't a real easy project for me because I didn't think things out. And as I say, when I don't think things out, boy, I pay for it dearly. But I think you know, it'll work all right for me. At the end results, I'm pretty pleased with it. I really like that tongue and groove set. I like using the coping sled, and I think I'm going to buy a raised panel door kit, you know, router kit from Freud. Yeah, they're $80, but the way they cut is really good, and and my router handled it real well, so I'm really happy with the whole thing. I guess that takes care of it this time, YouTube. I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. And until next time, I wish you the best, and we'll talk to you then. Take care. Boy, this really sucks. I'm not sure this isn't worth $2.50, especially on these very intricate fishing things. Why did I ever get divorced? Well, just a second. She wouldn't ironed anyway, so never mind.